So we're out of cards. He's played Reno. So now, I guess, we just have to hope that he doesn't have a big board clear. We have to kill his Reno.
Your history.
Play our Reno.
Not so tough now.
And now we hope and pray that there isn't something silly that destroys our board. Alright, he's hunting. That's a shame. Echo of Medivh. How interesting. Brann Gul'dan. See, usually Brann Gul'dan would be game winning. It would maybe clear a bit of a board, heal him to full health. Well, here, it did heal him to full health. But he was still dead anyway. Yeah, we were able to outvalue him there. Our board was just way too strong for him to deal with. So, what deck am I playing today? I am playing Hijo's Tempo Arena Warlock. And thank you very much to a very good friend of mine, Gerald, for bringing this deck to my attention. It is a different take on Demonlock. And as you can see, there are eggs. There's Nerubian egg, there's Scarab egg, Serpent egg, Devilsaur egg. All the eggs that you could ever want in a deck are in this deck right here. And, you know, you can do some pretty cool things with the eggs. You can put the eggs on board. You can play Plague of Flames, which can kill off your eggs and your opponent's minions. You then benefit from the minions spawning from the death rattle from your eggs, giving you board presence. So that's one thing you can do. There are other things that you can do with the eggs. You can cube them, for example. That breaks the death rattle, get something on board. Grim Rally and your eggs. Evil Genius and your eggs. There's different ways of popping those eggs and getting more of a board presence. But then moving on from the egg part of the deck, there is a whole package of demons. So Voidcaller, bringing out the likes of Despicable Dreadlord, bringing out the likes of Mal'Ganis, Voidlord, and so forth. But let's not forget that Cruel, the Unshackled, is in this deck, so you can have one big massive turn where Cruel puts stuff down the board. Skull of the Minari, also useful for cheating out big demons. Oh, and Brann Gul'dan to bring them all back to life. So, yes, a different take on Demonlock, a more tempo-orientated deck. So yes, certainly got my interest. Let's have a look at the deck in action now on the Wild Mode ladder. And we are going up against a Hunter. Okay, let's look for something cheap. Oh, Nerubian egg, pretty cheap. So the trouble with the eggs is that if you've got nothing to activate them with, to pop the death rattle with, then they just sit there and do nothing. Okay, so like here, on turn 3, we can't trigger the death rattle. So that Nerubian egg does nothing. Oh, Plague of Flames. Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. But maybe I want to put something else on the board as well. Maybe another egg before I play Plague of Flames. Yeah, he's got 5 minions on board. Plague of Flames isn't going to do anything for us. Backstab, I guess? Doesn't feel great. Alright, may as well do it. Alright, this makes me feel slightly better. We've popped the egg. We have a 4/4 down on the board. But there's a good chance that we can't survive the aggression that he's putting out. There is a good chance we'll just get overwhelmed.
At last, a worthy disciple.
Okay. You really want the 4 damage? Yep, there it is. That's pretty good. So we need to survive the heavy damage he's going to be outputting here. Ouch. That really hurt. Yeah, we need to survive and draw Reno. Using our 4 damage AoE just on that board did not feel very good. So we may have to Siege Breaker next turn just for the taunt. Meanwhile, he's still at 30 health.
Can I help you, sir?
What is my purpose?
Wow, he's going super duper wide here.
Let me get that.
Oh, Defile just in time. However, Defile does not clear that board. So we're going to wait. Look at him go here.
Let me get that.
Now, Defile is much better here. Yeah, that's a board clear. Okay, starting to feel a little bit happier about things now.
Portals online.
What is my purpose?
Can I help you, sir?
I can fix anything.
Let me get that.
Alright, I was starting to feel happier about things.
I am the void.
But Cruel,
I am your master.
hopefully, is enough here. Gives us Mal'Ganis. How easily can he kill Mal'Ganis here and then push more damage face? That is the question to ask. Of course, if he kills Mal'Ganis, I just play Gul'dan. Okay, that's sad. I mean, I'll give him credit for one thing. He's playing pretty fast.
Let me get that.
Oh, hello. Right on time. Oh, well that's pretty good. I guess we play him. Right? Or Mal'Ganis? Is that better?
Computing.
Do I need Reno here? I'm going to take a risk.
Forged in blood and shadow.
Because Brann Bronzebeard is on board. Oh, that's so beautiful. Yeah, that's actually better than Reno. Because once you realise that Brann is going to double your Mal'Ganis, yeah, it's so worth it.
Unity. Precision.
I'd missed the Brann Bronzebeard on board for just a moment. But yeah, look at the value now. I mean, come on, he's got no chance. Ah, that's so awesome. Alright, next game, final game against a mage. Alright, Void Caller into Siege Breaker. I can live with that. I guess usually you'd look for Void Caller into Void Lord. But yeah, the Siege Breaker will do. Alright, slow start again. We play the egg, and we just hope that we can pop it at some point soon. We need to end this game before he starts doing stupid things after completing his quest. Oh, wow. He popped the egg for me. Interesting.
The end is coming!
Oh, okay, do so, sure. Well, this is fine. Right. 358? Sure, I'll take it. Okay, halfway to completing his quest.
All will serve.
Now, every time you play the weapon there, Skull of the Minari, it's a slow turn. And maybe that was my only turn to really play it. Because now, in these future turns, we need to be proactive. We need to put him under pressure. And this is actually pretty serious pressure here. We're going to play the eggs. Just to kind of play around AoE. Although, yeah, AoE like that. Although the AoE,
This one will prove very useful.
it doesn't do much. Against Mal'Ganis here. Against my Taunt. Doesn't do a whole lot. Now maybe he follows up with Flame Strike, perhaps. But again, it doesn't do enough.
Show them. I'll show them all.
Okay, weakening the Mal'Ganis.
There is a method to my
So surely he must be setting up for Flame Strike.
Tiny mortal.
Wow, 10 to the face feels really, really good.
Your soul is mine.
Right, pop the block. So we're in a pretty commanding position here. However, how easy is it for him to come back in this game?
Of course it's the right way.
If he sorts out his quest completion, how easy can he make a comeback?
Good demons are hard to find.
I am your master.
Alright. Pop the block. Do we need to do anything else here? Guess we could Kazakus?
At last.
I'm not sure what this accomplishes. But we may as well pick some semi-decent options. Alright, this is a board. This is quite the board. How do you deal with
Of course
this?
it's the right way.
Drawing a card won't save you here. And that is quest completion.
The end is coming!
Oh, he's going to clear the board with the Doomsayer. Very, very smart. Very, very smart.
Free of that blasted tower! Free of that blasted tower!
Oh dear.
Behold!
Behold.
Free of that blasted
Oh, stop it.
Free of that blasted tower!
Stop with the Vargoths. Ah, there we go. Yeah, seeing all of those Vargoths reminded me of Big Priest. And that is not a good thing, being reminded of Big Priest. Okay, so Hijo's Tempo Reno Warlock. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tremendously fun deck to play. It's so different to your normal, traditional Reno lock. No one expects to see the eggs, and I think you can shock a few people with those eggs. You've just got to make sure you can do something with those eggs, and that they don't just sit there dormant for too many turns, because then it's a bit of a waste. But assuming you draw into cards like Plague of Flames, Power Overwhelming, Grim Rally, cards like Evil Genius, then it's absolutely fine, right? The eggs can then be activated, you can start getting that value. I really like the inclusion of Cruel the Unshackled in the deck. Cruel is actually one of my favourite cards, but I appreciate that people say he's not worth including in a deck, or he's a legendary that if you don't have the dust, why would you really craft him? Okay, I mean, I've got most of the cards, I think, most of the legendaries, and I've got Cruel, so sure, why not try him out? He can give you a big, massive swing turn if you're lucky, right? He can just force all of those demons out of your hand and onto the board. That can be pretty overwhelming. It's like having a mini a mini Gul'dan play, right? Gul'dan brings all the demons back to life. You get a big board. Well, Cruel pulls all the demons out of your hand. You get a big board. So yes, that's pretty cool. And again, no one would expect to see Cruel being played. So, thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you to Hijo for this deck. Thank you to Gerald for telling me about the deck. And thank you to everyone for watching. And I'll see you all again very soon, as always, for more Wild Mode fun.